Hello everyone and welcome to this live video here live from Pro Traders Launch. My name is Michael or when sailing. I've been living for 5 years on the boat traveling the world and I've been trading for full time since the last 3 years. So welcome from the Bahamas and I will dive right into Bitcoin here with you to see what is happening here locally, and then I'll go into a few more higher time frame plays and how our previous calls played out inside the Pro Traders launch. Let's see, so far here we are still trending upwards. We're still ranging up here at the highs. So definitely keep that in mind here when you're opening trades. We are at the highs of an overall uptrend, and it's very important to not get all too bullish at the tops. Really important. We are at some decent resistance that I showed you also earlier here on those live videos here on YouTube or inside the Pro Traders Launch. You know what is going on with our daily updates. And here locally, we are still, especially here on the weekend, got a nice pump, a little bit of ranging going on. But what are we doing here? We cannot jump into a short here. If you did miss the short up here, which was also shared inside the Pro Traders Launch, really important level here. If we check out the volume profile, we can see that we hit the POC of this day here nearly to the dollar. Really important to have a look at those always, and I think it was also discussed on a session inside the Pro Traders Launch with our traders here. We come back into the 786, into the POC, and we look for a short in that region. So I would be more cautious with that short because the idea we developed basically was active back here when we were ranging down at the lows, and there was quite some time that went by. So if you went in this short trade here, for sure make sure you got some good profits. We got a nice move so far, about 1.2 1.3% here, so really nice scalp so far. And let's make sure you save your trades and can search for new ideas here. I would still like to see a little bit lower though. I'm not so keen to have those lows taken out anymore, especially after how they formed here. That would be a little bit more bearish for me. So I would love to look to take profit here at 2800 here on the short for some more profits, and ideally 28k. So 28k is a really important level for me here to look for another trade, especially as we ranged here below. We broke through it and now we are above this little mini range here, and we can also search for other levels of confluence to get into a trade here. So let's see what else we got here around 28k, 27,900, 28k, 28,100. So this is the region that I'm eyeing right now, because first of all we have a POC here that is untapped at 27,900, and we got some other important levels here over the last few days and also weeks. So let's see where we are here. We got the previous week equilibrium. You know that it's a really important level for me all the time, that I'm always looking for reactions, so daily equilibriums and weekly equilibriums. So we have once the 27,998 previous week equilibrium as an additional confluence here. I think we also have a VWAP close somewhere around 28k. So definitely additional confluence and yesterday's equilibrium. So region here to look for longs, and is a really important support region for me around here. So let's pull some fips. Let's see what the charts are showing us here, and let's see if we can get some more clarity to where to enter and formulate an idea. So really nice again here, 618 lining up with the VWAP close, previous week equilibrium lining up with the 702. I would not trade the previous day equilibrium all too keen, especially as we have more important lower levels here. And again, I think the 786 lining up with the point of control, yeah, here in this region. So really important, keep an eye on those three levels and wait for reactions. I'm a scalper, so I never trade based on levels. I never preset anything. I always need to see reactions, and what I mean by that is I need to see aggressive longs or aggressive shorts into a level. Here in this case we are looking for a long scalp, especially because we're still uptrending overall. So we're looking for a long scalp here, and we would need to see some aggressive shorts here into one of our levels here in order to get into a long scalp and to take it up to higher levels from here. So let's keep that idea in mind here. and focus on that. I'm not all too keen, to be honest, to look for shorts right now where we are, because we got this nice impulse. I'm in a short here as planned and as mentioned inside the pro launch during our live trading sessions. Let's go quickly over what we did on other sessions with our traders. So here, example, got a live session during New York Open. We shorted the bearish CVD divs that we got and the local 786 to the VWAP, and I told everyone I would like to see some aggressive shorts below the VWAP. Everyone losing VWAP, getting bearish. We got not all too many aggressive shorts, but still we hit the 382 that was mentioned, and from there you got a nice impulsive move up and a scalp runner. So really nice trade here on this session, and another nice trade I think here that we did a few days after, catching the local low again with a very simple trade, 786 bullish CVD divs and some aggressive shorts on speed of tape in ATAS. So if you can see here, we got this long here inside the pro launch. We are still in this trade because so far we did not take out the low here. Our stop loss is below the wick here or at entry if you are taking profit early and treating it as a scalp. But if you're treating it with a scalp with potential, you can see that we still have some nice profits here up at this highs. Let's zoom out a little bit more and see where we are at the higher time frame. So let's look at my higher time frame tips that I shared with you also already a few weeks ago here on YouTube. Really important to keep those levels always in mind. And you can see here again, got a few speed fans here, speed fan to the upper side, really nice resistance, and the FIP channel that I shared with you on our latest public video is some really nice support here. Let's zoom out. We were around these lows here. I told everyone 1, 2, 3, 4 step. It was holding high time frame FIP channel, really nice. And then soon as we broke through it here, 1, 2, 3, deviated below it, and again perfect support. So really nice support. And as long as this one is holding, I would still expect one more push towards the upside to get towards 30k. Not ideally 30k exactly, but if we can take out the highs here, I'll be inclined to get into another bigger short position above those highs here. So really important, keep those levels in mind. We are still at some crucial resistance. If we check out our VWAP bands that I mentioned on the video 2 here with you, you can see how well they are respected. Here again, resistance flipped, and again here resistance, 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 resistance. So really important levels for me to watch on the higher time frame here with the VWAP bands. You can also see here again a really nice additional confluence for the short trade in case you manage to get in here with the 786 and the point of control of this region. But so far still resistant. So I really would like to see this one reclaimed in order to see more upside. If we zoom out here a little bit, let's take the bands off again. Let's see what is happening here. We got a really nice range here going on in this region. Let's pull a volume profile here and see how we are looking more locally here in terms of resistance. You can see we have a point of control around 30k-ish that could give a nice reaction, and if we get our long here on this session around 28, 27, 900-ish, this would definitely be a really important take profit. The biggest resistance so far here to the upside. You can see we impulsed to the downside. There was nothing built up around this region. We are currently ranging here still, I think, more or less below the value area low. And if we get into the value area low here of this local range, really important. What are we doing? Range theory. We are getting into the range. We are reclaiming value area low. Next area to look for is the point of control. If we reclaim the point of control, we are going to value area high. But again here, point of control, value area high are quite close. So I would treat the point of control as a really more important level here for a take profit. If we don't get a reaction above the highs, we will not jump into a short prematurely. So remember, we are still uptrending. We would need to see some change in market structure. We would need to see some bearish CVD divs at the tops or some really aggressive longs coming in. So also if we are pulling up the volume here, we can see so far volume since the first push up here is declining again. We got some decent volume around here, but if we check across the board, I think between BTC USD and between BTC USDT, here even worse, you can see volume declining at these highs here. So one last push to get us into a short would be amazing, but don't just jump into trades based on blind levels without seeing what is going on locally and to see where volume takes us. So really important here to monitor volume. Remember, we got the sells here pushing us to the upside. We got some longs here pushing us through those levels, but so far we will need to see some further longs to push us higher or some aggressive shorts to get us back down to lower levels. Overall, I would still like to see lower on Bitcoin on the higher time frame, but in order to get into a big or good trade, I would love to see a push to the upside. So again, here this line I showed to you on our last YouTube session, really important SR zone for me. You can see here the wick that was done on BTC USDT, but not on USD pair that I wanted to short initially, but you can see we pushed through it. We did not get the reaction we wanted, but so far it acted as really nice support. So 1, 2, 3, 4 taps into it so far, and we're still above this level here. So let's see quickly what is going on here on the CME futures. Again, here you can see same area, same little value area of this range. Again, here we filled this gap here. We also filled all the previous gaps beside the one here around 20k. So keep an eye out for that one in the future if we get lower, but again, trade it level to level. Don't get crazy here thinking we're going all too low. But if we zoom in here now, let's see what we see on the lower time frame. Again, here got a gap here, got it filled afterwards, ranging on, still ranging. The range is tightening, the volume is declining. You can see it also here, volume declining. So there's a move bound to happen. And let's see where this gap is and if we can fill it initially to give us more confluence for our scalp long. Yeah, also here the gap again, 28K-ish region, so another confluence to have this gap filled to get into here the 786 and the previous week equilibrium, or the VWAP close here more locally to get into a scalp long for a nice trade to the upside. So let me quickly summarize here everything for you guys and girls. And also, if you like those videos and if you like our updates, don't forget to give us a like or a comment, would be much appreciated here on YouTube, and then we will pump out more of those videos. If you want to know what we are doing inside the Pro Traders launch, come check it out. We have a waiting room, we have a Discord open for everyone, and inside we got some really nice charts, not only from our members with sharing their ideas, but also from the Pro Traders giving updates daily. Also here during Easter, Eunice's Elliott wave count with some really nice high time frame and low time frame ideas, and more channels here for everyone going over Bitcoin, altcoins, and stocks and Forex. To summarize everything again here, let me pull up those ideas that we had earlier here with the retracement here locally. Again, if you're in the short here, take profit around 28K for sure, because we're still uptrending, we're keeping our shorts short, and we are looking for longs as long as we don't have a change in market structure. So we're looking for a long trade around this region here, around 28K region with some close invalidation, but we would need to see some aggressive shorts going into that level. What I mean by that is looking here, for example, on ATAS, I would need to see some aggressive negative delta spikes. So really important, aggressive delta going into it with some sells, definitely higher than this one here. You know that my preferred levels are above 24 here on Binance futures, and then I would be inclined to get into a long trade. Quickly going over some other levels that we had here that gave some really nice support and resistance over the last few weeks and days. You see here the red line, basically a little defender that was formed here locally, perfectly backtested after a few days and gave a nice reaction for the exact low here. And similar here for the exact high, we got another cluster here formed with some positive delta, on the highs, and that one was also perfectly backtested for a short with even some bearish CVD diffs at the highs. So really nice price action up here. And if you would like to know more about wave clusters or defenders, you want to get this template, for example, join us in the pro launch and you will get all the infos in there. We quickly see again here, yeah, previous VWAP again, 28K, really nice area of confluence here for a scalp long. You can see the same here again, and for sure some levels lower if we lose that region of support here. So really important, never get married to an idea. Always trade it level to level and trade it reaction to reaction. At least for me, I only trade reaction. So I want to see some aggressive shorts into these levels. I want some negative delta. I want some big orders coming in here fast. And then we can take a reaction based scalp long to the upside. And if not, we will just wait out for lower levels. And here, ideally 27K for me to take out the liquidity here over the last few days and to tap the VWAP close that we got here. Overall, you can see here on this rise, CVD is still creating bullish CVD diffs on every retrace, and we did not change market structure yet, and we did not create some bearish CVD diffs. So trade with the trend and stay safe. I hope you enjoyed this video here. I would love to see you inside the pro launch. Let us know if you liked the video, and I wish you all a very nice week. Catch you all inside the Discord, and don't forget to give us a like and a comment. Thanks a lot.